Madder than, sicker than them. Madder than, sicker than them. Dreader than dread, dreader than dread. Yeah, but look at me tell them, say, yo, say what? We rise up on a left them a ball.
Yo, Wagwan people of the interwebs, it's that guy, not locked, not nation. Today we're doing a Dreadlock review of the rapper kind. Young Thugger motherfucker has been on this channel quite a bit in the past. We've talked about his locks a lot before, and honestly, as much as the controversy that they've been through, I feel like his locks are still pretty legendary in the game in terms of dreadspiration that's been spread throughout his style, throughout his music, throughout his destruction of his hair, oddly enough. So today we are going to be diving into the Young Thug's dreads. Let's get right into this dread review. Boom shakalaka. Today we're looking at Young Thugger without any introduction. You know who he is. And these were his locks that we are well aware of for Young Thugger. A lot of his lock styles came from this look back in the day when he started bleaching his hair. And obviously he came from locks like this, which was the most normal his locks had ever looked at this point. And you know, the dude did go through a lot of changes with his locks. As they got longer, he bleached them more. I felt like they started to fall out because of it. And then he started adding fake dreads to his hair as extensions at points like this. We get a lot of fakeness here. I mean, obviously these are dreads that have been put in as extensions, wrapped around, because they look much different than this look he had going on in the earlier days. As these here look like they've been combined, there's a bit more unnatural a lot of unnatural symmetry to them, where it's like just awkward shapes. You can tell that they've been congoed up, but these are his old locks. These are not what we're here to look at right now. Essentially, I wanted to show you where he is at today, because he has made quite the change in his lock routine. And this is what his locks are more so like now, showing us that he's back to the bleach blonde, almost like a platinum look. And at the same time, he's got more length. He's got braids going on again that are super thick. And his dreads looking healthier than they were in the past compared to images like this. But it does make me think, are these still extensions put in his hair? Are they still add-ons? The coloring, obviously very damaging to have this much bleach in your hair, because bleach is a chemical. It's destructive to things. It strips out nutrients. And besides that, this hair color right here actually reminds me of Jemmy Got Soul's hair color. On some of her bleached dreads, I noticed some of them are a lot more yellow than the other ones, maybe more whiter. Just a resemblance I noticed there. If you look at his roots, his tips here, you notice that they're like kind of wrapped up and sealed off with rubber bands to kind of keep them together. And he's got 4 big braids going on here, maybe 5. There's one at the back that maybe we're not seeing. This look reminds me of Denzel Curry. This look reminds me of D'Angelo Russell. But the bleach blonde is pretty unique in this style. He does make it look pretty good, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. It does remind me of like Future's days of his bleach blondness. But compared to where Young Thug was with his dreads and the bleach, I feel like he's in a better spot now than back here. Because here we can see how thick some of these dreads are, and then they're thinned out right here. So like this dread obviously would have broken off in time. You can see how some of these dreads here are actually in braids. A lot of his dreads are in braids over here. This photo here was very interesting to me because it reminded me of the biblical eras of dreads or hair, when, let's say, when you look at stories in the Bible, the hairstyles that they were wearing was a lot times long, uncombed hair. And I feel like it would have turned out like this in a lot of those stories, you know. So Young Thug here really showing us kind of like the historical resemblance of his hair here versus, you know, ancient times, essentially. But I mean, I don't think this image is doing any justice for his hair. It's looking kind of rough there. If you watch this video here with Young Thug and Gunna, we can kind of get a better idea of where his dreads are at today. So we can see that he's still rocking the bleach, the fishbone braid up coming in there. This video not really showing us too much of his dreads, but you can see the braid up that he's got going on here. So he does have a lot of length back on his locks these days, which is good to see. He's not rocking the straggly ass hair anymore. But that's essentially all I wanted to show you guys today with Young Thug and his locks. A little bit of an update, because this photo here specifically kind of shows us that he's kind of on the back. He's back on the right track with his hair in terms of gaining length. Obviously, he needs to chill out on the dye. This hairstyle is becoming popular though, because we see guys like Lil Durk doing the same thing. Lil Durk dreads these days, you know, the same platinum bleach color right down to the scalp. So I mean, it's pretty much like a trend. It matches his gold chains and everything. But I mean, essentially it's not good to be rocking, you know, colors like this. It's not good to be braiding your hair so much like this. You know, if you're on route to have dreads for a long time that are healthy and thick and full of life, then these types of methods are just gonna be redundant to that, and you want to avoid that shit as much as you can. So signing off. This is Not Locks, Not Nation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on Young Thugger. Leave a comment down below, smash that like button. Let's get this video out there to the masses, and let me know who you want to see an update on in the next video. But until then, I'm gonna head out. Peace out. One love, stay happy and Nazi, and I'll see you guys in the next Dreadlock update. I'm gone. Adios.
Badder than, sicker than them. Badder than, sicker than them. Dreader than dread, dreader than dread. Yeah, but look at me tell them, say, yo, say what? We rise up on a left,